Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Toonkind D&D. I will be your host and your DM. Uh, we are currently on the second of AI's 3 spooky Halloween games. Doc is currently taking a break, so that means it's my turn. And joining me are my lovely, wonderful players. Let's introduce ourselves from top to bottom.
Not gonna lie, for about 5 seconds I thought about changing my name to Y for this. But, hi, I'm Spec. I am going to be playing one Quinn Queen. I'm sure this could be a wonderfully lighthearted, fun game.
It can be. It's all up to you.
Yeah, I'm playing local bar baby and also dealing with a screaming cat.
Hey there, I am Morski, also known as Morskiej. I'm actually not here with Hugh or Mori today. No, I'm here with a funny little eldritch knight called Gaius. He's gonna have a fantastic time today, I'm sure.
Sure are.
Nothing can go wrong here today.
Yeah, Gaius gets to make some new friends. Nothing bad will happen, I'm sure.
Nothing at all. It's fine.
Hi, I am Plague, and I am going to be playing Fred. This is the first game he's ever been in, so let's see if he dies or not. I don't know. Never know with D&D games.
God, I sure hope that he doesn't die because I didn't have him sign the waiver.
What? What?
Don't worry
What?
about it.
This is gonna be
The field trip
fine.
waiver. No.
You know, the standard little outing waivers where it's like, yeah, this is probably gonna be a perfectly fine, fun little romp, but also you have to sign this so you can't sue us if you die. I forgot to hand out those waivers, so I'll just
guess
do my
we
best to
can
make
sue
sure
you if we
that you
die.
don't die.
I mean, I guess we can
Hey.
sue you if we die.
That is true. So I'll just make sure that if you plan to sue me, you'll die.
This is a really great start.
We're
Yeah.
very
Great
on
start to
track,
this
as you can
game.
see.
Yep.
Yeah, for reference, I rolled 2 vibe checks on my 2 spooky dice, and one was a 19. The other is a natural 1. So we'll see which one
So
is
this
more in
will be
line.
fun. Also, why are you climbing on my chair?
Oh,
Sorry, this will be me being.
Yeah.
This
Sassy
will be me the
baby.
entire game. She's trying to climb on my chair. I'm trying to stop her from climbing on my chair.
Place her on your
Yes,
lap.
I know. Well,
Yeah,
I need to eat is the thing. I need to
sometimes
eat.
the little Mew killed me. Thank you for that, actually.
Yeah.
I don't control the muse. She
Good.
does what she wants. Heidi, stop! Heidi,
Alright. So with our waivers unsigned, let's start you off with setting the mood. So you've all, one way or another, ended up here at an estate sale one lazy October afternoon. It's a house just outside of Yalestown. It's sort of known for having a bit of a eccentric person living inside it who kind of just up and disappeared one day until I think it's usually the bank that seizes all the stuff. So
It's the bank.
yeah, so
Uh,
that person up and disappeared. The bank now owns everything and is now trying to sell it off because banks sure do fucking love their money. You
I
can
wonder
tell.
why. It's not like they're a bank or anything.
Yeah. So, you've all ended up at the estate sale of this funky, weird house. The house itself definitely is very much toonish in nature. if it were real kind, it would have already collapsed in on itself like multiple times over. Uh, it's very gothic feeling, but at the same time, there's like weird metal paneling that's been retrofitted onto this funky house. Um,
Ooh, fun.
mhm. Yeah, but you all find yourself out on the yard because they've put out just a ton of furniture and trinkets for y'all to look at and purchase. Uh, a lot of them are sort of weird and completely useless. Like, you're pretty sure that you saw a set of spoons that have Bluetooth, yet are simultaneously not waterproof. So,
The sad thing, well, I say sad. The thing is, guys would look at those and actually go, actually, I know someone who would like those because they would fix those to make those Bluetooth waterproof.
Oh my god. Are you
Yes,
giving your supplies?
I mean, what's he gonna do? So I guess
He's gonna
Gaius
make a
finished.
farm out of them.
Look, this can be Gaius's Halloween present to her.
Oh my god. You're going to enable her so much. I'm gonna have to intro. I'm gonna have to intro her, and she's gonna be my second mad scientist character.
it's fine. Yeah,
Don't worry about it. Gaius is just kind of casually going, okay. So nothing for me, but maybe Mary would like some of these.
There's also
So yeah.
knives with holographic blades which do not cut anything. Just all sorts of really weird stuff that you're not really sure why it exists because it completely defeats the point of those objects' purpose in the first place. But yeah, so
March is just gonna be looking for stuff that he thinks is neat, and he's gonna like get for his brothers, or Lynn, or any of his friends.
Yeah, what brings y'all here? What you doing? What you up to?
Yeah, I guess following up on that, Gaius kind of finished the job recently. So he has some free time before he gets himself back to gear step. And well, his best friend and roommate kind of is a mad scientist herself, so like he figures he could find something she'd like here. It only took him like a minute to find the weird spoon, so like that bodes well for his friend.
Enrichment.
Exactly.
Or she's gonna get so much enrichment, and when he brings it all back to her.
Oh, you bet. As is though, just like he's sitting there, he's standing there tiredly with a cup of coffee. So.
Fred is here for business reasons. No, I won't say
reasons?
business
What
reasons.
business?
Oh, you know, business. Anyway, currently he is.
I see.
How many knives are there that have that holographic blade?
There's like a whole set. It's part of the set with the Bluetooth spoons that you can buy them separately. There's also forks, which are supposed to heat up the food that they stab, but end up setting it on fire. So those have been sectioned off elsewhere.
Oh, so these aren't for food.
March is gonna get one for the engineer.
Oh my goodness, he would love that.
Yeah, and also, he's gonna get one holographic knife for Q.
Oh my
Because I think
goodness.
it's funny.
I mean, you're correct. You will think it's fine. I'm pretty sure Decimal would too, yeah.
So yeah, there's a good set of knives. Some people have taken a few holographic knives, because it's funny. Looks at March, but there's about 10 left, I'd say.
Okay, can Fred just kind of scoop them right into his briefcase?
You know what? Sure. Is he gonna pay for them?
Does he have to?
Yeah. It is a sale. So Yes.
Okay, who does it go to go pay from?
There's a very out of place serious looking banker Toon who is like very, very tall and very, very wide and crouched over a tiny, tiny cash register.
Goodness.
This makes me so happy. Thank you.
If you approach him to like go pay, just looks at you with the most dead eyes, presses a button, and there's a cheerful little ding.
Oh my goodness. I feel like when Gaius went to get like the trinkets for his bestie, he just kind of gave the dude a salute of good luck.
He's given a nod. But yeah,
This is going great.
what brings Quinn here?
Well, Quinn is not as chaotic as all of you people. Is he the only real kind here?
Yep.
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
Of course.
What are you
Okay.
doing?
So
Also, in the
Quinn-
background, March is chasing Tazzy around, who is trying to eat the merchandise.
Oh my goodness.
okay.
This is how I'm explaining
There's a little
the non-stop meowing. And now go on one. Hello.
chasing
yes.
a little mechanical mouse. Mouse that has a flamethrower attachment.
Amazing.
Amazing.
So that's what
Okay.
March is up to.
Okay. Quinn's just quick. Listen, we're in Villestown. Quinn has learned that one of the best things he can do to like avoid weird situations is just walk around and like get used to Toon culture. However, this does mean he ends up in the plot a lot, but don't worry about that. He doesn't believe in the plot, so that's not actually happening in his head. He is literally just at this estate sale because he was like, ah, yes, items, and he's thinking in his head, why are these things that exist?
Does he say that out loud by any chance?
Nope. He is. I want to see. I'm gonna roll a deception. How well are you keeping your judgment to yourself?
Wait, this is the wrong character. Do I?
Okay. Let me see.
Wait, is Dice Parser working?
Dice
Dice Parser
Parser-
works differently, but
Oh, no.
you have Avery's commands, which
Oh, am I? Okay.
so
I
it's
am.
just exclamation R and then it does pretty much the same.
All right.
Yeah.
Just-
Man,
Oh, wait.
I
That's a
Gaius
dirty
doesn't
20
really
because I
have that. Ooh. Well,
I
Gaius doesn't really have good insight, but still, I can. Wow, that's still a dirty 20.
I'm like, I did the math wrong. That's it was supposed to be +6. So yeah, you could tell. Quinn is completely off put slightly by all this. He is trying his hardest not to judge, but there is very much behind his just seemingly innocent curiosity to everything. Just a bit of why does this stuff exist?
Love that. Okay, Fred.
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
do.
say, Gaius actually just like turns to him on a side and says, if the owner of these items is anything like my friend, they were probably, I don't know, an artificer or mad scientist. They like to tinker.
Yeah, yes, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, Fred, you do successfully take some knives.
Oh, Fred's taking a fork.
Oh, you do successfully take a fork. Roll.
Should I
Roll
roll
a
perception?
general dex check to see if you can slip it in your hammer space without setting anything on fire.
Oh my god.
Honestly, it's pretty bad. Okay.
Wait, is he stealing it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My goodness.
Okay, what's his dexterity? Okay.
Oh, I'm currently splitting my attention between the cat, this, and back.
Oh, pats you.
That's it.
Patch you.
Wait, is it saving throw or check?
Just to check.
Okay, I can't use the +5. Gosh darn. Okay. Um. So.
So, you do
Oh
manage
boy.
to put it in your hammer space, but your sleeve is also now sort of on fire. And everyone else, you can definitely see that this very tall rabbit Toon has a sleeve that is on fire.
Gaius can't do anything about this because you want to know what his cantrips are? They are Firebolt and Green Flame Blade. He will not be of any help.
Oh my god.
There's mundane ways of putting out a fire.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey
yeah,
Quinn,
but
Quinn, how much
Gaius
fire
doesn't have a
safety do
bucket of
you
water
know?
on him.
How much fire safety does he know? I look at the. Okay, I say this very lightheartedly, but I look at what his inspiration does. I don't
Oh
think he
no.
ever considers that in his head when he's going through things.
Oh my god.
I think I have an idea on what Fred will do.
Yeah?
He opens up his briefcase, shoves his hand in, and immediately like clasps the briefcase closed with his hand in, like the sleeve on fire to try to, suffocate the fire.
I hope you realize Quinn just handed me like the most absolute horror possible and a real kind face.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh
you can
my
close the
god.
briefcase with your arm still there, so like there's now just smoke coming out.
Right.
Gaius just kind of winces and is just like, okay, you know what, maybe I should just rule of tune this. He's going to try and roll hammer space to just bring out a whole bucket of water. Well, he just makes it, barely.
Oh my god. It's
So
a teacup of water.
yeah, exactly. Just like, well, better than nothing. Oi, rabbit man, open your briefcase.
Okay. Here. He puts his sleeve out to you.
Uh, yeah, the water is dunked on the place that's on fire. It's a teacup's worth of water, though, so like, you guys judge how good that works.
How big was the flame?
The flame wasn't that big.
Okay.
Like, so water definitely does the job. You have a singed sleeve that's a little bit of smoke still trailing off of it. It's got like that little like hash mark of being singed, but yeah, it's good. You're fine.
Is there still some water on the sleeve?
Probably.
Okay, Fred proceeds to flick it at oh frick, I forget. Morsi
Gaius?
what is your character's name again?
Oh, Gaius.
Gaius. Yeah, he flicks water at Gaius.
Gaius is just honestly, as soon as like he dumped the water on the sleeve and saw the fire stopped, he probably went to like walk back and just go spectate with Quinn.
Okay.
I'm a
Okay.
be real with you.
I
Like
mean,
you
Fred
flick it, but
can
it
give
probably
chase.
misses him.
Just starts swinging arm around.
He like quickly walks over to Gaius and just flicks the water on him.
There's just like raises an eyebrow, but okay.
And voice, why are people like this?
Yeah, Quinn, you now have these
Gaius wants
jokesters
to know
2 feet
too.
away from you, and to bring the circle of stupidity to close, a tiny mechanical mouse wielding a flamethrower for some ungodly reason scurries through all of your legs.
I hate that Quinn just handed me yes, Minami vibes.
My God.
I love that Gaius
Ow,
had
ow,
to
ow,
think,
ow, ow.
this looks like something Mary would have made.
So
All of our characters seeing a mouse with a flamethrower. Ah, yes, reminds me of blah blah blah, affectionate.
Yeah.
uh
Now
yeah,
I'm trying
so
to think who this would remind March of.
March
All I'm getting is Lynn. But instead of mouse, it's monkey with a giant axe.
same
You know what? Fair enough.
unhinged sense of feralness, but if
Yeah.
you're still
Yeah.
if you're still chasing the mouse march, have fun. See if you can skid to a stop in time.
Yeah, it's basically March is chasing Kaze, who is chasing the mouse. So I think at some point he just actually manages to catch her.
You manage
And-
to dive tackle and slide to stop right in front of everyone.
Hey there, kid, you alright?
He's
Gosh, March is a kid. That like took me out. I always forget that.
What height did I
yeah,
even
March
make?
is March is 16.
Yeah.
March is a
So,
baby.
March is a baby, and I think Gaius has been around enough kids, so he's just like, yeah, you alright there, kid?
Yep. Tazzy, don't do trouble. And Tazzy just slinks back into his sleeve like nothing happened.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, so, Quinn and Fred, how are you doing during this whole exchange?
Quinn is realizing no matter what he thought, there's plot here, isn't there?
Quinn counting everyone. Wait a minute. This is a
This is
party.
a party. Quinn who can see the tropes while they're happening because real time. Wait a minute.
Hold up.
Quinn,
Gaius
we've all
and
been brought together by chance. Oh, I gotta get out of here. Ah, there's a murder about to happen.
What?
He doesn't say that out loud, but that's definitely his
Oh,
mindset.
okay.
Is he-
Okay.
Is he trying to sidle on out of this party?
I don't think he's trying to because he's like, if I turn my, he is aware enough. If he turns his back, someone will absolutely die.
Oh, no.
So he's gonna do that because he does not realize that this is, at least I don't think this is a murder game. So he's going through his head and it's like, okay, if I turn my back, then most absolutely there's a chance of someone dying when I'm looking away. But if I keep my eyes on the situation, I can possibly stop it before it happens. So I'm just gonna stay here and be the supervision for this.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Designated real kind supervision.
Oh my goodness. I mean, to be fair, he's probably like the second oldest here. Or how old is Quinn, anyways? He's
17.
in his. Oh no, never mind. He's also baby.
He is
Yeah.
Gaius was 20.
he turned 16 2 months ago, I think.
Yeah, he turned 17.
I mean, turned 17 2 months
Yeah.
ago. He was 16 2 months ago.
Mhm.
Oh,
He's still baby.
oh, never mind. Gaius is the other adult here at 20.
Yep.
Yeah, no, Quinn baby.
So Fred, how you reacting to all this?
Wait. I'm sorry, I zoned out. Wait.
No, you're good.
Did
Uh,
you say
there's um there's a child that has slide tackled to stop in front of you. Another less of a child chatting up uh the aforementioned child somewhat casually, and then a real kind kid who seems to be going through it right now.
Don't worry
Uh,
about it. This is normal for Quinn.
Fred just kind of steps over March. So yeah.
Fair.
Also, anyone who like knows movies in any capacity can roll history on March because I
Do
think
you
it's
think
funny.
do you think they would have watched movies over on Gear Step?
I,
Like they're
maybe.
it's more like Gaius would have gone on his own. You think he would have been dragged over to watch movies?
Oh,
Robert?
definitely. Yeah, the engineers movies have a lot of explosions. Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay, time for history. This'll be extra funny for other reasons. 21!
Nice.
Amazing.
Yeah. Hey, isn't that a very famous actor?
That's not the part
In
he's thinking of. There's a beat and it's like, wait. Are you March Script?
yeah. Hi.
By any chance, do you have a brother called Hugh?
Yeah.
Huh. Didn't think I'd meet you out here. Nice to meet you in person. Hugh's told me a lot about you through letters.
Oh, we know the same person. Okay, cool. Hi.
Hi, the name's Gaius, by the way.
Oh, I tell you my name, but you already know it.
March, by the way, this is the guy that broke Hugh out of ease in the first Ease incident, so he would have
Yep.
told you about him. It's cool.
Alright. So remember what I said about just tossing in wild boars earlier?
Are you being serious?
Oh my goodness! Yes!
uh, you hear a trip, a crash, and a curse. And it seems that the little mouse that got away uh decided to cause some chaos, pushed a bin marked as do not touch in front of someone's footpath. They tripped over it. And there is a swarm of miniature mechanical bulls that also breathe fire.
Oh my god.
It seems like someone really, really liked to make things breathe fire.
Oh my
God.
goodness.
Anyways, they're now on a rampage, so you should probably escape the flames.
Yep.
Yeah,
March
Gaius isn't
is.
paid
So
enough to deal with this on his off hours.
yeah, so roll some perceptions.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh boy! Gaius's best stat.
Yes, because Quinn is so good at anything wisdom related.
Perception, you said?
Yep.
What is your
That's
perception, my boy? That's a.
Oh
I'll
my
say,
god.
right, I forgot you have actually decent stuff now.
March, please get a better roll. Thank goodness.
Okay.
I just
So
see someone here has it together.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're about to be swarmed by a horde of little mechanical wild boars because for some reason someone thought that was a good idea. Uh, and the rest of you are probably about ready to scramble around like chickens with their heads cut off. But March, you notice that hey, the door to the house is open. You don't think that was open before, but the door looks fireproof.
Squints. And just like, on one hand, that's an invitation to plot.
On
the
the other hand, the exit is
staying
blocked.
here will be...
Yeah, the exit is blocked by a large amount of tiny mechanical bores, which do seem to be forming a pyramid.
Oh my
Mark
goodness.
will just be like, hey, over here, so we don't get, roasted alive by billions of
Gaius
boys.
is walking in.
What if we just pour water on them? Wouldn't that work?
So electrical fires.
The boars start marching towards you in their pyramid formation.
Yeah, Gaius is just gonna very casually take Quinn's sleeve, take please remind me what Bunny Man is called again.
Fred.
Is going to take Quinn's sleeve, is going to take Fred's sleeve, and is going to march on into the house.
Mark.
Yeah, march.
Yeah.
The boars are moving at increasing velocity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all make it into the house fine. And do you shut the door?
No. He's currently
What?
got his hands.
The boars
He's
are.
got his hands full with the other two.
All right.
Fred uses his leg to close the door. He's got long enough legs, don't worry.
Yeah. The door shuts with a slam. And there is the sound of a little electronic lock.
Excuse me?
And then the sound of a large amount of little metal boars hitting the door all at once.
Are there dents in the door by any chance?
There are little boar-shaped dents in the door.
My God.
Am I the only one here concerned about the whole, automatic locking?
I mean,
Uh,
yeah, but
Fred is gonna go
try
over to the.
fireballing our way through a window a little bit later.
Fred is gonna go over to the lock and he's going to investigate it. Okay, Fred. Okay.
That sure
Never
do be a bunch of electronics.
Okay, Quinn's gonna investigate. Quinn,
Gaius can as well.
Quinn's going into detective mode. This is fine. Everything's fine.
Okay.
Amazing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there we go.
I can't tell. This could either be coded for something, or this could be like your typical light switch. I can't tell for this one.
Pretty sure that's a lock, though I don't know what it does.
It
What
sure
is-
is a
what can
lock,
Quinn tell?
Gaius. It sure is a lock.
Is it
Quinn.
just a lock?
Quinn, you can tell that this is an electronic lock. You've probably seen some of them before. It does remind you a little bit of certain Magitech devices that you've seen back in Force and Awe.
That's comforting in a strange way.
Yeah. And it seems like someone bought like 5 of the same electronic lock and then customized the lock in 5 different ways. Though it doesn't. You do like have to sort of really get in past the wires and metal plating to like unlock that shit. But it doesn't seem like it'd be that hard for you to unlock it.
There's a sigh of relief. Also, I need you to understand I had to resist the urge to go, I can't believe Tome lives here.
Yeah, it's definitely like messy work TM, and you're pretty sure that one of them has explosives rigged to it.
Oh,
But
that's not good.
Quinn just
But
handed me
consi-
sign fondly. Yes, definitely reminds me of Fort Sanan.
yeah, it's
I-
definitely in line with the other weird shit that you saw back in the sale.
Honestly, Gaius is like, I think he'll notice that Quinn does understand this, so he is actually just gonna go, so what you see, kiddo?
And opens his mouth and then goes, please don't call me kiddo. Secondly,
Sorry.
no, out of character that you're good for that was just the funniest thing because Quinn literally handed me opening his mouth, closing it, and then going, wait first. Like, wait a second, let's clear this up here. I'm not a kiddo, I am a functioning adult, and I'm like, no, you're a child, but that's not the point here.
Yeah, no, like,
No.
in character, that was just Gaius going, sorry. Actually, what's your name? Gotta call you something.
Quinn, detective. And he holds out his hand in greeting.
Yeah, Gaius will shake it, like, he'll nod and, like, Gaius, mercenary. Nice to meet you.
The situations between a detective and a mercenary. um, Quinn blinks at that. He has met a ghost. While here, he's not going to get into the morality of life at this point. Just gives a nod, shakes hands. Okay. It looks like the lock is just a normal electronic lock. There are a couple of they've all been tampered with in some way to make them a bit more unique and effective. Like I'm pretty sure this one, and he taps one, has explosive rigs to it, but they shouldn't be too hard to fix.
Just a normal Saturday morning.
Well, it's the normal electric lock. We could easily find the breaker box that's connected to. Or is it not? Is it battery powered?
Quinn, it is battery powered.
It's battery
You can
powered.
see for one of them, you can see a weird radioactive green glow.
Quinn steps away from that one.
Might
He is
not
real
be
kind.
a
Battery's
good
out.
idea. I don't think we should touch that.
Yeah, I agree. Perhaps another way out will be safer, as although we could disable them, I don't think any of us need to be touching that one.
Yeah.
And there is still the gentle pitter-patter of mechanical boars ramming their faces
My
faces
God.
into the door. So
Also, there's that. And he just kind of points at the door.
Yeah, just a nod from Gaius.
Well, at some point, the both gotta break down the door. Well, they might take quite a while, but they might be able to get through it at some point. That is, unless they decide to up and leave. So we could
Probably.
hear it until they break down the door. Then
Let's
we can
just
go.
find like a window or something.
We
Yeah.
should probably find a different way out, yeah.
yeah, you want to roll perception?
Oh
Sure.
boy, would I.
Oh, if I gotta make it a little bit worse. Quinn just goes, it can't be that hard, can it?
Oh my God. And Mark
Quinn,
just like face palms and just like, oh, you've done it.
Gaius just deadpans, well now it will be hard. You ever heard of jinxing?
Well, yes, but that's not an actual thing.
Unfortunately, it is over here.
Oh, that's not
You're
bad
into
for a roll.
you're in Toonland, so you know.
Gaius does not perceive. He is too
Oh,
busy
no.
face palming.
All right, come on, dice.
All
That's
right.
slightly better.
Yeah, guys, this sure is a little entrance room into a house. You are a little bit distracted by the fact that the that the little table meant for like people putting their keys and other stuff down when they enter the house seems to have little spidery mechanical legs to move around.
Oh, fun.
He's getting real flashbacks down to what Mary has rigged up in their flat that they share. Not gonna
Oh yeah,
lie.
she probably took a table and like swapped the legs with spider leg and sticked it on Gaius at some point.
Yeah, so you're
Yeah,
reliving you're
probably.
reliving those memories.
Yeah. Do, 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 do.
Everyone else. Yeah, this is an as I said before, this shows the little entrance room into a um to like the house. It leads into a little hallway, and from there you can see um let's see. You can see a door to what you kind of peek in, and it looks a bit like a living room from what you can see, and way in the back there is what's probably a kitchen, and there's also a set of stairs that go up to a second floor, though there's a door up at top which is closed.
Hmm.
Yeah, the house itself is definitely more of that gothic style. Palette-wise, it's very much purples and blues and some teals and the like. Very much someone who wanted to go all in on the cheesy Halloween aesthetic. Um, you can see more of those random metal panelings and other weird modifications to the furniture, like the spider legs on the table and a dresser that appears to be able to expand in size. However, when shrinking it, it really would just crush everything inside it, so you're not sure why that exists, but okay. Just a bunch of really weird stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes the modifications don't seem to serve a purpose other than making them look more Frankensteinian than they already do, but you know, it's fine.
Which is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Gotta get that aesthetic, baby.
All for that aesthetic.
And with that, I unleashed you to go do whatever you want.
Quinn? Wait, I'll let somebody else go first. Because Quinn is obviously real kind, not thinking this through.
I'm just gonna go
Honestly,
up the
Gaius
stairs.
is waiting. Honestly, Gaius is waiting for the others because he hasn't really perceived he's yeah, just got out of his spider table
Fair.
memory. So like,
Yeah, if it helps, the living room area does seem to have a bit more light than the kitchen.
okay. Honestly, Gaius is considering just pulling out like his great axe just so that in theory, could I flavor a green flame blade as just like a light? Okay, no, that's not what the spell does. Never mind.
No.
Nah. Might just pull out the great axe anyways, cause he's very sus of this whole situation. He's happy to vibe.
Fair.
See what the others do.
Fred go first, at least because Fred did get the decent perception, if I saw correctly.
Did get a
Yeah.
17, which
Fred
is
and March got
surprising.
17s, Quinn got a 14, so he does notice that, but it does take him a little bit longer, probably because he's not as used to this sort of thing as the other tunes, because he's not a tune.
Fred is heading up the stairs.
Okay. Yeah, the door is locked.
Okay. I am going to roll for hammer save. Alright. Come on. Okay, cool. Fred pulls out from his briefcase a good old crowbar.
Oh my god.
God.
Oh my goodness.
Would you say it would be strength, just a strength check to try and pry
Sure,
it
make a
open?
strength check.
It's a 2, so I mean it's not the greatest, but let's go. Let's see. Okay.
You kind of bang the crowbar a bit uselessly into the gap between the door and the door frame. Um, you just barely nick the wood before a mechanical hand descends from the ceiling, and let me roll. All right. I'm gonna assume that a I'm gonna assume that a dirty 20 hits.
Yeah.
You are slapped down the stairs.
My god.
And there's very much a before the hand goes back into the ceiling. It gives
Alright.
you a little like the little tisk tisk motion as it does so.
Oh,
Do I take any damage from that, or
Um nah, I think since this is mostly comedy, you manage to not take damage by virtue of being a tune.
well,
So keep Quinn away from the door. Okay, cool.
yeah.
so Fred kind
Gaius quietly notes that.
like Fred gets up from being knocked down the stairs, and he sits up, and you can see that his mask is a little bit askew. So he just kind of like puts it back into place. You couldn't see anything on underneath it, though. Of course not. Why would you
Of
be
course
allowed to see
not.
that yet?
Mm-hmm.
He still has his briefcase in hand. Never let go. Never let go of it. Just, and he's going to go back up the stairs.
Oh my god. Is someone gonna stop him, or are they just all
He
watching?
left his crowbar up there. He needs it back.
Fair.
Um, Gaius is fine. I think he's just gonna like walk forwards a bit. Is there like in the living room? Is there like, I don't know, a couch with spider legs?
Okay, yeah, let me. Yeah, as you go into the living room, there is definitely a lot of weird furniture. Like the same Franken furniture as you saw before. It looks like one of the couches doesn't have spider legs, but it does have treads. Uh, not
Gaius
unlike a
is
tank. Um, there's also just a bunch of various amounts of clutter, a whole lot of dust in there. Uh, it it is still walkable, and you can see a window big enough to squeeze through at the back.
okay. I think first thing Gaius is gonna do is actually just like readjust his grip on the great axe, so it's actually the handle that's first, and he's just gonna poke the couch warily. Does anything happen?
The couch does not move. It's just a couch.
Okay, safe enough. And then he's just gonna like call out to the others and let them know he sees a window that's big enough to climb out of.
Good. Okay.
Can you tell where the ground is from the window?
Haven't reached that part of the room yet. I can check.
It is still the first floor.
You know, that's a fair point.
Can we see any
Just
windows?
Hmm?
Can we see the windows?
Yeah, you can see out the window. It's more, you can see not the yard sale because that was set up directly in front of the house and this is more to the side, but you can see the yard. You can see the weird spiky um, fence that they had installed, and you can see that it is gloriously, miraculously free from many mechanical bores.
How high up is that window?
It doesn't look like it's very high off the ground.
Cool, because merch is stupidly tall.
Are you
Can
all
he?
joining Gaius then?
Yeah, I think so. Like March at least will.
Fred isn't. He wants to keep exploring the house.
Alright, what?
I think Quinn's gonna go with March.
Alright.
He does not want to go exploring. He wants out.
Yeah, the kid. I say the kiddies, they're all teens at minimum. Yeah.
Yeah, Fred is. Where are you going? What you up to?
He is thinking. He is thinking at the top of the stairs, how can he get this door open without being slapped down the stairs again?
As you linger up there, the hand descends again. It scruffs you, brings you back down to the ground floor, pats you on the head, not unlike a child, and retreats back into the ceiling.
My God.
Amazing.
Fred is gonna yell at the hand like, "What if I found a key? Would that work?"
The hand comes back down. You are given another, this time much more patronizing, pat on the head.
Oh, I thought he was gonna do like the thumbs down, like.
Oh my goodness.
By the way, Fred does not understand these head pats as being patronizing. He does not. He doesn't understand that.
Yeah, the hand kind of hovers for a moment, sees that there's no understanding in those eyes, and just gives you a thumbs down and points over at where the others are.
Yeah, well, I see them going out the window, and I would join them if I wasn't here for business. And part of that business is to see the entire house, you know?
You were given another thumbs down.
Well, I need to, or else the boss man will be mad at me. You don't want my boss to be mad at me, do you?
The hand hesitates for a moment, as if thinking. And then it just starts nudging you towards the living room.
After much consideration, it went, yeah, no, I can live with that.
uh, Meanwhile, what's everyone up to while Fred argues with a hand?
Gaius has probably stashed his great axe again. If like it doesn't seem needed right now. There's no dangerous activity yet. He's gonna check out if the window is open.
The window does have another one of those electronical like electronic locks on it. Uh, you unfortunately still don't know about it as you didn't really know the first time, so.
Expensive.
Oh,
He's
also
gonna look
Staria
to.
is BRBing, so.
Yeah. Honestly, like Gaius would look to the other two, see if like on the lock, see if it's the same as the previous one.
Mhm.
Let me roll. Do you want me to roll investigation to see if Quinn knows, or can Quinn just tell?
Quinn, you can certainly tell that much like the first 5 locks you saw, it is the same base electronic lock. You, you would need to roll investigation to see what this particular one's like.
All right, he can do that. let's put them skills to use. I can word.
All right.
This one was a bit harder. He's trying to process everything still.
Yeah. It's a little bit hard to focus. You can hear the dim noises of Fred talking to someone. It's a rather one-sided conversation, it seems. So it's a little bit hard to focus. But yeah, it is definitely the same original lock. This one has been modified. You can't tell what exactly it's supposed to do, but you can, and it does seem to be a little bit more I guess up to snuff than the locks that you saw on the door for some reason.
Well, that's not suspicious at all.
Yeah.
So, Marge!
Haha, yeah. Well, March sees that there is another fucking lock on the door, on the window, and it's just like, okay, I guess the plot wants to do something else. As usual. Let's go.
And guys, just like, I guess, do a quick investigation then around the room since they're vibing here for the moment.
uh, sure, if you want. Fred, have you given in yet, or are you still fighting the hand?
Hold on, let me just put like what he's saying to the hand while you guys are all doing this.
Alright.
Also, that's a 17 from Gaius. He's essentially just looking around, seeing what's in the room.
Businessmen suit weekly?
Hey, it's a magazine.
Oh my gosh. I think at this point the hand is very, very much done with your shit. So another hand is going to descend from the ceiling, tap March on the shoulder, and then point at Fred.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, question. How tall is Fred?
He's 5'10".
Amazing. Okay, March is almost a whole foot taller than him.
Yeah, while
Because
that's
March
happening,
is 6'8".
love that.
Yeah, March is very tall. I will not change that.
Good.
Yeah.
So yeah, March is just like, okay, and he just like, excuse me, Mr. I don't actually know your name, but maybe we should find a different way. Clearly this isn't working.
You're right. I should try a different way. And you could see he is
Different.
staring and thinking at the door.
Oh
Top of
no.
the stairs.
God.
You know what? Guys is just gonna go, hey, Mr. Bunny Man. I think I see a bunch of knickknacks here. Maybe you wanna explore those?
Hmm. Oh, he just gave Fred an ultimatum. Oh no.
God. Yeah.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
So he, Fred looks down at his, brings his hand up and puts up 2 fingers. And you can't tell what he's doing, but it seems like he's going back and forth between counting his fingers. And you can hear him whispering something under his breath.
Oh gosh.
uh, yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Gaius, on your earlier investigation roll, Thalak, you kind of pick out the same things that Quinn did. It doesn't seem to be set to retaliate, you think, but it is definitely a bit more complex, so you're not entirely sure. Uh,
Yeah, that's fair. He honestly doesn't want to poke it. This investigation was actually just around the room. Are there like any other small funny knickknacks?
Oh, there is. This place is full of weird little knickknacks. It seems like most of the stuff at the yard sale was taken from this room specifically. And you
Oh,
get
by
the
the way,
feeling that's why
Fred
it
yells
was
out
cleared
Mo.
out to be walkable.
Fair. I think Gaius is actually just gonna note that out to the other two in the room with him.
So,
Say that again. I got distracted by things.
oh, you're fine. It's just that, yeah, there's so many more weird little knickknacks here. It seems like they got the supplies for the yard sale out of this specific room, and that's the entire reason why this room is even walkable. Uh, but yeah, Fred, how are things going if you're in a debate?
He has decided through the tried and true way of eaty meeny miny mo
Love
that he
that.
is going to go over to he's going to go see the knickknacks and start shuffling them into his briefcase.
Amazing.
Without looking into what they are.
No.
Just grab.
Yep.
Grab and take.
Yeah.
Yes.
Quinn, how are
Oh
you
my
holding up with all this
goodness.
fucking nonsense?
Please tell me one of them is like a glitter bomb that just explodes in his face.
Oh,
Oh my
absolutely.
goodness.
Hell yeah.
It does seem to be styled to look like an actual grenade. But it does,
Thing.
when it blows up, it is in fact just a glitter bomb.
Wait,
Question:
does the
Is
pin
it
like
purple
fall
and
off?
is it purple and orange glitter?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Uh,
March is now thinking of getting of seeing if there's one of those in the yard sale and getting it for Lynn.
oh, amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, so, Quinn, I see you doing a roll.
That was for once not an angst wisdom roll. That was quite literally, can Quinn keep up with all this? Because it's not an intelligence, that's for sure. Affectionate.
There is
It's
nothing
enough.
smart about any of this.
It's enough that like
No.
he's not confused, but he definitely does not know what's going on, and he's just kind of standing there. I like to imagine it's like the guy who walks in with the pizza, except for he was already there when it started. So he's kind of
Yeah.
just standing there blinking. Like, huh? Like, I thought we were escaping. Oh gosh, okay. Like these people are raiding the room while he's just thinking, let's not die.
Oh, oh my goodness. If it helps, Gaius was actually looking around because, like, the look on the window is sus. He wants to see if maybe there's another window or a door to another room with a back door, question mark.
Uh, you don't see any of that, but you do see this fucking sweet, little dinosaur grabby stick. You know those ones? Like, you see
God.
one of those, except the bite power has been increased.
Oh my god.
Oh, can Gaius just pick that up?
Yeah.
Maybe take a bite out of a table leg to just test the bite power and then just put it in his hammer space. He knows exactly who he's giving this to.
Oh my
Oh my god,
god.
you're giving her
Uh,
so much ammunition.
I love this because it's Quinn looking at Gaius like, at least someone here has sense. And then he sees
And
this
then
happen.
this.
Yeah, there's a beat and just like, don't judge me. My best friend would love this. I can at least bring her a souvenir from whatever trap we're in.
uh,
Yes, he does say that out loud.
mm. All right.
His best friend may be a mad scientist, but don't worry about it.
Gaius mostly has the brain cell too. Don't worry, Quinn, you're not alone.
Mostly, except for when bite power action chomp sticks are involved.
Look, you gave that to him. That was too good not to take, you know?
Yeah. Alright.
My
So-
boy is just going through it, man.
Yeah, you wanna know something
You're
funny?
getting a pat. You're getting a pat, Quinn. Just like, if you want, I can try explaining some things to you after this.
Yeah, you wanna know something funny?
Hmm?
What?
None of you rolled perception for this room.
Oh,
shit.
Oh, right. We can
So,
do that. In my defense, I'm focusing on two things at once.
yeah,
And also, in my defense, Fred isn't in that room. Actually, he's just with the knickknack, just
the
covered in
knickknacks
glitter.
are in that room, so he
Oh, they
does.
are.
Yeah.
Well, he's busy. He's busy.
hey, that was pretty good from Gaius, actually. 18.
Okay. Anyway. Alright.
Quinn's realizing he has to keep an eye out because nobody else will. I say when
Yeah.
everybody else actually did decent rolls.
Okay, does Fred want to roll perception or is he lost in the knickknack sauce?
He is a lot in the knickknacks. My only question is, did the glitter bomb go off?
Oh, you know it did. There's
Okay, well
there's
then
a
that
few
means Fred.
more in the box that you got it from.
Well, that means Fred is going to quickly take off his mask and throw it behind him, and you can see that he has another mask underneath it. It's the same mask, but it's just another one underneath.
Oh, that is hilarious.
I love that
Uh,
actually.
Anyways, if anyone wants a glitter-covered Fred mask on the ground, go ahead and get it.
Alright, so now it's time to actually start the plot.
Oh boy!
Yeah, so March and Gaius, you get the feeling that you're being watched. Quinn,
Right?
you see something kind of shadowy move in the corner of your eye, and then the lights go off,
Quinn's got a sword out.
and let me just.
So March. I just imagine just March's head still glows, so it's just a little like bulb. Well, not little, but you can still see his head.
Huh.
Okay.
Honestly, guys, it's just, not again. If there's time, he'll be pulling out his great axe and, like, trying to position himself in front of March and Quinn.
Unfortunately, there's not time to ready your weapons unless you already had it out. And I believe this hits all of you.
Yes, it does.
What
It
is-
does.
It does.
So
Oh,
you all feel a sort of weird little prick at the back of your neck. March, you don't have a neck, so it's just at the back of your head. And then
I mean, he technically has a neck. It's hidden under his scarf. It's
okay.
just not connected to his head.
Yeah, and you still feel it at the back of your head.
Okay.
Yeah, and the moment that you do, your vision goes to black.
Gaius
are-
voice, damn it, not again.
Yeah, you are all unfucking conscious, baby. And now I can finally.
Ouch.
Now I
We're
can.
just like, oh, jeez.
Mhm. Okay, and now, do you want to take a quick break while I get stuff to you, or the actually, yeah, probably
yeah,
take a
sure.
quick break. Because I do
Yeah,
actually
let's
I
have
need
take
to
a
to
refill my
break.
water.
I need
Yeah.
to get food.
Ooh,
get
I
food,
should grab a
water,
snack.
get snacks.
Yeah, I should make food.
Alright, I'll be back.
Also, this
Break
turtle
time.
card is so tasty.
I'm glad.
Oh, agreed. It's really good.
Okay.
But yeah, I will BRB.
Yeah,
See
while
you
you're
soon.
all breaking, I am going to DM you some funny stuff. Oh, I love seeing everyone's reactions. That's fun.
I'm still reading it, so like
Ho 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 ho.
Yeah, it's mostly just for easier reference for ya. Otherwise, you'd have to be doing a lot of mental math.
cool. Oh, that's the wrong server. I'm not the farm server, wrong one. This one. By the way, how do we sound for useless knickknacks? Kazoo with more settings. An invisible pen with non-invisible ink. And that's all I have. So
Those are very good knickknacks. Very useless.
mhm.
Fun times.
Yeah, I hope that you are having fun with that little thing. Yeah, for reference, it is literally just the Carrionette stat block with your mental stats and proficiencies and such.
Do we still have our items, or are those nixed as well?
You unfortunately do not have your items because they are on. You left those items with your other body.
Ah, lovely.
Oh, that means Fred doesn't have his briefcase. Oh no. I like that. A pencil to button that makes the outside of it change colors.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Okay, a cat flashlight with that meows and the button is pushed is not useless. I will say that. It is,
It shines a light, but only in shrimp colors.
I come back to say, peck you, Fletch, specifically.
Smiles at you.
You smile you want.
Listen, everyone has the same physical stats.
Yeah, he had one thing, Fletch, going for him.
But March doesn't have his strength anymore.
Yep.
But he does
My-
retain his stupid int and wisdom. AKA -1, baby.
yeah, -1 with the group. Yes.
My boy had one thing going for him,
You still have 18 int.
but my athletics.
You still have expertise in athletics.
It's not a +10 anymore, though. Grief, pain, suffering.
Misery even.
You need to know I'm playing this up for the lightheartedness.
Oh, I know. I'm
Okay.
enjoying listening to you suffer lightheartedly.
Oh my god. You know
So
what?
I
You know what?
have on my athletics, I have 8 less than I usually have, which is fucking hilarious. My athletics is 6 now. Usually it is 14.
Yeah.
No more stupid athletics for me.
Rest in fucking pieces.
Both of us being like grief, suffering, pain, our disgusting athletics have been taken from us.
How could this happen to us? My... How could you? My dex and strength.
I had to be fair. Technically, this is nicer than the actual stat block. Cause the Carrionette's int is -1, wisdom is +2, and charisma is +2. So.
Who's ready?
And what March has? That's literally better than March has a -1 in books, int, and wisdom.
The Carrionette
Hello,
also
I
doesn't have any doesn't have any proficiencies in terms of skills.
Oh yeah,
And only a +2
that'd do
prof
it.
bonus, so.
That'd do it.
You've been nice to us, I guess.
Yeah, hi Morski.
Yo, I am back. I have obtained mandarins. How we doing, gang?
I am upset. I am hurt. I have been betrayed. I am in grief. I'm
Who
eating
betrayed
dumplings.
you?
Quinn
Fletch.
no longer has a +10 in athletics.
Yeah, I know it's an F, but what can you do?
Morski, that's rough, buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, look. To be fair, Gaius has a +4 in strength himself, so it's an F.
All of us with our amazing good strengths thrown out the window.
Sure.
But also, we are well. Don't know if that part's been revealed yet, but you know it makes sense why the strengths are now piddly.
Yeah.
Mhm. It does. This is all very lighthearted, me playing the bit.
Yeah.
Alright. Are we all good to continue? I think everyone's back.
Yeah.
Alright. So, we. Why don't you all make me a con save
Fun with our
Ooh.
funny new stats.
with your funny news stats?
The audience doesn't know, but we have funny new stats.
Do we not have safe proficiencies anymore?
Yeah, the Carrionette doesn't have save proficiencies, weirdly enough.
Huh.
Out of 16, that's
Oh,
pretty
lovely.
okay.
Oh,
Quinn's
Just
going
having
through it.
wow.
show us all up.
Gaius is doing pretty great, actually. He's too used to this.
Alright. So, guys, you wake up first, and it feels like you are currently laying on a pile of plastic. uh, after that, shortly after that is, Fred. You feel like you're currently smushed between two bits of plastic. March, there's a lot of plastic on top of you and a little bit beneath you. And then,
Wonder what's gonna happen with Quinn.
yeah, a good few seconds after that, while everyone else is, coming to, Quinn, you are fucking smothered in plastic. There's no sight of land.
There's just
Hand in
this.
an unlovable hand.
Yeah, thankfully you don't need to breathe.
Ah, March is familiar with that.
Quinn is
Yeah,
not.
Gaius just kind of sits up, takes a look around, and it's just, what? One moment. And he slides off the pile of plastic.
Oh my god, Quinn!
Oh no.
I rolled, okay?
Oh my
I
god!
didn't just jump to it.
Well,
Yeah, alright.
I rolled Fletch. I didn't just jump to the angst, okay?
Yeah, guys, as you
Pain,
slide off
suffering,
of,
even.
as you slide off the plastic pile, it does feel a little bit weird. You feel extremely stiff, and as your little feet alight on the ground, it sounds like you're on top of metal. And if you're taking a look around, you and everyone else who's taking a moment to, observe their surroundings, you are in a little cage that was meant to trap wild animals like raccoons and the like. Uh, some
like mini wild boars, maybe?
Yeah, like mini wild boars. You can tell that it is fireproof, and there are some singe marks here and there.
Thanks.
But yeah, you
Are
are
we in the
inside.
cage?
Yeah, you are inside of this little cage, which is not how you're supposed to usually be sized, but okay.
Honestly, Gaius' first thought is, huh, not so fun being on the other side of this. And our thought is to like, okay, he's taking a quick look around. He's now gonna look at the others and then he's gonna observe himself.
Mm-hmm.
How do the others seem right now?
It sure does look like you just got off of a pile of dolls shaped like your friends. Or, well, not your friends, but people that you just ran into and bonded with due to rampaging mini boars.
Oh, yeah. How are the rest of you holding up?
Fred is gonna roll out from underneath the. He's gonna roll off the pile.
Yeah, Fred, you also have that weird feeling of stiffness, and as you thunk onto the ground, yeah, sure does. That pile sure does resemble the people that you know, but mini and plastic.
Feels like when I was born.
What?
What?
Okay.
Out of character, that just took me out, thanks.
Well, Fred said that in character. So.
Yeah, Gaius was just, okay, and like he's taking a look at March and Quinn.
Well, this is happening, and he like moves his hands, and he realizes that as he moves one hand, the hand below it also moves, and he's like, oh wait, I can't move my second set of hands. No, I only have two hands now.
Yeah, as you
You're-
wiggle it around, you can tell that the only reason the second set of hands is moving is because a little string tied around the wrists that sort of make it jiggle around when you wave your arms like that.
Arch is just like, oh, I don't like this.
You're gonna get a pat from Gaius.
Welcome to the Two Armed Club. Glad to have you here.
Quinn, you with us?
I'm trying to figure out how to flavor a nat 1 whiz save without deep diving headfirst into angst.
I mean, to be fair, you did wake up in darkness with the inability to breathe.
Listen, I'm basically trying to see how not to add a panic attack content warning to this game.
Fair.
I mean, if it helps, like Gaius hearing this silence does come over, is like kneeling down because he gets the feeling he might need to help out. Just maybe.
I don't know how to tell you he can't breathe, and that all my brain can think of is this is probably how a panic attack feels like.
Oh.
Well,
So he's just kind of laying there, trying to take deep breaths. He's fine. Everything's fine. Just a deep breath in and out.
You can at
Air
least
will
go
go
through.
into.
You can at least go through the motions, even if you don't
Yeah,
need it.
He's going through the motions. Is there actual air entering him?
No, he doesn't have lungs. He's
Exactly. It's not helping.
Quinn, listen to me. Count 10, pause, and then try again.
He is going to do that, and I'm gonna roll it at advantage this time because he has help.
Yeah, Gaius is helping.
The dice have
Hey.
spoken.
Okay.
A nice.
We love to see it.
He does that a couple times, and then he just slowly pushes himself to sit up. Let me guess, he feels stiff too.
Yeah.
Cool. He's just gonna nod and brush himself off, and he's putting all that in a box for now.
Yeah.
Honestly, Gaius is kind of considering, like, he can still unclip his cape right?
Yeah, the cape is actual fabric. Unlike the majority of you. Like for example, when Quinn brushes himself off, it's just plastic on plastic. But the cape's fabric.
Thanks.
Cool.
Quinn's not handling this okay at all.
Okay, Quinn, you have a cape just kind of put around your shoulders now.
Thank you.
Okay,
You really did it, you two. Thank you.
it's fine. We'll make sure to get out of this as ourselves. So take all the moments you need, okay?
He gives a nod. Also, and a humor in this light of this moment. I'm looking at the title card, and I love how Fletch really did just predict how well these wisdom saves were gonna, how well each character was gonna handle this.
Yeah.
Uh,
Had to do a little bit of humor in our trying times.
I know your boy well enough.
You
Yeah,
know
but like
me
that.
well enough.
Hey, like you got the reaction spot on for
I'm glad.
everyone.
I'm glad.
Yep. Yeah, Quinn's just gonna stand up and brush himself off, and he's going to do his best to ignore how that feels. And he's going into detective mode.
You do have a cape wrapped around you now too, and that is legitimate cloth.
Definitely has the cape in his hand so he can feel something not plastic.
Yeah.
Understandable.
If he needs, if March, if he looks like he needs it, March will offer him to hold the scarf as well. Because
Quinn's not
March
gonna
has a
do that.
long.
Quinn's not gonna do that solely because I don't think Quinn wants to show how upset he is.
Oh.
Oh,
Understandable, have a nice.
Quinn voice, I'm fine, everything's fine, this is fine.
Gaius doesn't believe that, but well, they gotta get out of here first, anyways.
We can unpack this later.
Yeah. It's fine. Alright. So now that you've all acclimated slightly to your predicament as little tiny puppets, you want to roll some perceptions?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Sure.
Mhm. By the way, I mentioned that the reason why Fred was never very comforting Quinn with everyone else is because Fred has never been in this kind of situation before with somebody having a panic attack. So
Yeah, Fred is experiencing all sorts of new things today.
he is.
I will be honest, I don't. Quinn's probably had one before. It's probably been a while though.
Your perception, my dear boy, +5, not that bad.
Alright.
I'm still thinking about the Quinn and me meeting up later. Me and me. Oh man, I had a great Halloween. How are you doing, Quinn? Quinn, who has gone through trauma now.
On the bright side, you might have gotten a friend out of it.
Yeah. Quinn, taking a sip of his drink. I met people.
I mean, hey, you. It's fine. You just got your soul picked up
Yeah,
and put into
I
a
love.
puppet.
I would love to see how you can clear this one up there, Fletch. I'd love to see that.
Some people are perfectly fine with this turn of events. Just look at Fred.
Yeah.
I get the feeling Fred has currently has the me music playing in his head.
Well, okay,
It's
he
like,
hasn't realized that he's missing like basically his comfort object yet. So don't bring it up to him yet. Don't.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It'll be okay. You'll realize soon, though.
Alright, so starting from the bottom, Quinn, you're still recovering a bit, and you didn't have as much time to take everything in as the others. So you're still figuring stuff out. Like, you are currently inside a cage that was meant to trap wild animals. It has been modified to be fireproof for some unknown reason, certainly.
Gee,
I
I sure
wonder
don't know
why.
why.
uh, and there, you can also see beyond it to tell that you are in a little basement dungeon. It is very much been made to look like an actual dungeon TM with like stone brick walls and dark colors and everything. Uh, there's some like there's some tables with stuff scattered about. You're probably more distracted by the you're a bit more distracted by the fact that there is a lock on the cage. It is it looks like it was once a simple combination lock, but it has been fucked with as everything else in this house has been. Uh, and then, Fred, you see all of that. You also see that there's a bunch of other cages scattered about the room, meant to contain all sorts of different sizes of creatures. You can see some vivariums and such. Uh, there is also a cell in the back, and some windows way up top, like the sort of half little windows that basements sometimes have that are barred, and it is nighttime now.
Fun.
Oh, he's gonna be upset.
Yeah. You can also see that there is a source of light in the room, which is from a candle that is still lit, though it has burned halfway through. There's also stairs up to the next level that ends on a landing with a door.
Question.
Yeah.
What's the distance between each bar of the cage?
Uh, you cannot just slip through the bars of the cage, unfortunately.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. You can like stick your arms out just fine. But you know.
March is having a very March is having a very stupid thought. And I'm pushing it down because no.
uh, yeah.
March voice. If we're puppets, does that mean that we can disconnect limbs? I'm like, no, don't.
I love how that was my first thought too. That was my first thought too.
Oh
Was,
my goodness.
Alright.
I was like, I can't say it because Quinn would genuinely never even consider that. But
Yeah.
out of character, could we just break apart and slide through?
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
Oh.
like the Gaius in my head has low-key gone into older sibling mode, which is funny because he's actually a younger sibling. But
Quinn just has that
he
effect on people.
it's fine. And honestly, his thought is like, okay. Quick question: does anyone have any of their gear or any of their
Alright.
items?
Can I finish the
Oh,
perception? Cause
apologies.
no, you're good.
Yes.
I didn't get into I actually didn't get into what you Gaius and what March saw. Cause there's a little bit more. You saw all of that was mentioned before, but you can
Mhm.
also you also notice that there's some weird dried substances at the bottom of the cell that it doesn't look like blood or ink. It's some other third thing. Uh,
Huh.
and
Some
Squint at
super
it.
secret third ingredient.
yeah, some secret third ingredient. You can also see that on the work tables that were mentioned earlier, you can see that there is a bunch of blueprints and tools alongside food that has been left out way, way too long and is now rotted. You can also see that on another work table, there is a large amount of puppet parts in all sorts of different colors and shapes, as well as items that can be used to quickly and easily customize puppets. And
I
that
guess
is what
that
you see.
explains one thing.
Hmm
Okay.
So now you can continue on.
Fair.
Yep.
Honestly speaking, Gaius is looking at the looks at March and is like, hey, can you try lifting me up? I want to see if, like, maybe I can fiddle with the lock to open it. So this is me asking if March lifts Gaius up, can he try to sleight of hand the lock that's on the cage?
Oh my god.
It is a combination lock, so you'd have to do it in alongside intelligence, but yeah, if March picks you up, you can reach it.
Cool. Let me double check something. So in his base sheet, Gaius does have sleight of hand proficiency, but I'm not seeing that on the sheet. Is that, like, on purpose or a mistake?
Oh, that's because I guess I don't have one of the feats that you gave him, because you sent me the DMV sheet link.
Ooh,
So it didn't show up on my end.
yeah, he has quick fingered, so
Yeah, I
okay.
don't have that uploaded to DMV, so it did not show up.
Yeah, fair. Is it alright then for me to treat that as a proficiency?
Yes.
Okay then. He is going to roll sleight of hand and intelligence.
You do sleight of hand and intelligence, and I will do a funny little mental math.
Oh boy. That's a low roll. Oh well. Well, he certainly thinks.
You do think, like it's one of those, uh, twisty combination locks, uh, like the kinds
Huh.
that if you listen to it, you can like hear when something clicks, so it's really, really easy to crack into it.
Mm-hmm.
So you manage to do that, though it does take you one or two tries. One, because you can't actually see what you're doing, and two, because your fiddly little puppet arms do take some getting used to.
Yeah, understandable.
But you do hear a resounding click, and when you push down on the lock, it does spring open. It does look like someone kind of just fused some wires to it to make it look more technological than it actually is.
I love that
Just
actually.
yeah, that's hilarious. And like, like, Gaius just seems a bit smug and haha, I pulled it off.
And with
He will
the
ask for March to put him down.
mhm.
Yep, March will put him down very gently.
Thanks.
So with the lock off, you can simply just open the door to the cage.
Do 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 do
Do do
do do
do
do
do
do.
do.
We all good to try do some exploring?
There is a nod from Quinn.
Thumbs up from Fred.
And there's a nod from March.
Alrighty. Um, well, I think Gaius will carefully kick the cage door open so that they can, like, actually go around and do stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, you do step out onto the work table that the cage has been set on. You can see some you can see some little like snippets of hair and stuff that does match your hair colors. But yeah.
Gaius is just giving me he looks at that, goes, huh. Probably shouldn't let Quinn look at that. He will attempt to distract your boy lightly by turning his attention to the rest of the room.
I didn't hear what happened before the hair color. What? Wait, what?
Like little snippets of it is artificial hair if you look at it and inspect it, but they're little clippings of hair that does match the color that you have on your little doll heads.
There are like little
That's,
fabric flowers as well.
There are
Aw.
some little fabric flowers and some hot glue droplets.
Amazing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I will say, guys will see that and actually try to distract Quinn a bit, have him focus on a different part of the room. He
I will
gets the
say it
sense Quinn
works
might
because
freak out.
I need Quinn to be at least somewhat emotionally stable to survive this, though.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what the Gaius is doing.
You don't like the fact that they were custom made?
I think
I
it's
mean,
more the
guys,
fact that Quinn, unless he gets a decent investigation, is going to assume that's his actual hair, and that's going to make him wonder what happened to his actual body even more than he already is, and he may
God.
have a breakdown right there.
You do have a +10. It is very easy to tell that the hair is plastic hair.
Okay, you asked for this, Fletch. Fletch voice. Maybe you want to traumatize your Corvo.
Okay, thank fuck.
that's a
Yeah, see,
23
it's
at least.
it is very easy to tell that it is plastic hair, the kind that is currently on your little doll head. You also see some little miscellaneous fabric clippings that match the cape that you're currently wearing and March's scarf.
There's
You
a
Oh.
also
sigh of relief.
Yeah, you do see some little scattered doll hands.
That
One
sigh of relief is gone.
yeah, uh, it's mostly just because like one of the hands has the little nub that's supposed to slot into the arm. It's been fucking broken, TM. Uh, so
Ah, rip.
sometimes you're a bit too overzealous with your doll customization and break shit.
Wait, that just made me realize something. I have to ask you a question real quick.
Yeah.
Let me DM it.
All right.
Oh boy.
Now I'm curious.
What's going on? I'm going to say that Fred is going to go and pick up some of the hair that looks like his and basically put it like on his face, say, "Hey, look, I got a mustache."
So
uh,
you do.
there is some hot glue if you wish to make it permanent.
Oh god.
But well, then all of a sudden you see him kind of freeze up while he's doing that, and he drops the hair and looks at his hand. He finally realized that he doesn't have his briefcase with him.
Uh-uh.
How's the rabbit man looking
Uh,
mentally?
why don't you roll perception or insight for that?
Yeah, it would be insight
Well,
in this case.
they're both a +2. Yeah, that's a
Oh
no.
boy.
Quinn,
Mm-hmm.
you gonna roll insight? Or you're too busy
Yes.
looking? Okay.
Sorry, my brain is bouncing in 3 different directions right now.
Fair. Oh, also, you can see some very, very rough sketches that's have sort of been hidden underneath the cage of your investigation. It does seem like someone very quickly sketched out your designs. Also,
Ah.
oh, that was an 11.
I don't know how to tell you. He wasn't good at this before you shrunk him and gave him trauma. He's not gonna get better at it.
Oh, I think the thing as well is like Gaius is just kind of keeping an eye on Quinn right now with previous panic attacks. So like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I guess we're fucked unless March rolls good. Eh. Oh, it's an insight.
I like that Persepi. It sounds
Persepi.
like a magician's bunny name. Like, oh, it's the wonderful whoever magician and his buddy Persepi.
Damn.
Nope. March will never get good rolls ever.
Ooh. Well, so all you guys can really tell is that he has realized this. You can't tell any changes in his expression, and soon enough he quickly like snaps his it back and puts his hands straight on his head and goes, "Well, crud, I guess I won't have my items with me, huh? I won't have any of my weapons or anything useful. Nope, nope, ha ha ha. That's fine." You guys cannot
just
tell if he is.
Oh, he said that there's no
uh,
weapons. Oh.
yeah, honestly, like, yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah,
My
if you
guess
go,
is that our weapons are with the rest of us.
yeah,
We'll have to make do for
if
now.
you specifically go to reach for a weapon, you can find that you do have one. It's just a little silver needle, though.
Yeah, but Fred's hammer space is his briefcase, so like he's used to reaching there. He doesn't know where else to go.
Fair.
You all see March just sort of like reach towards his well gloves. Technically, they're now his hands, and he tries to take his gloves off, and then he realizes that they're fused. That they're literally just his hands, but painted black, and it's just like crap.
I think Gaius might know of the needle then, because he would have checked, and it's just he will
Yeah.
note it to the others. But
Yeah, it
just
does pop into existence in your hand once you go through the motion of trying to reach for it.
okay.
Simply because you do need those.
Mm, yeah. Can I say Gaius is just kind of holding his silver needle like one would maybe a lance?
Yeah.
Like he'll note this to the others, so we're not totally defenseless, but I think our preferred weapons of choice are back with our bodies.
So, Tiny woke up. Hi. So y'all might hear them yelling again.
Fair.
Baby.
You want to stay? You want to go outside? We're going to unleash you upon the world. Okay. Anyways,
Anyways, you all have needles if you ever need to attack something. They are just little sewing needles, though, so.
Well, better than nothing.
Quinn likes it. It's like a sword in his head. A metal sword. This is good.
Crisis averted.
slightly.
Quinn can put this in a box that makes it not as bad.
That's good at least.
Hmm.
Yeah, what you gonna do now?
Hmm. Hmm.
Remind me, what are our options again?
Uh,
Just
it looks like the only accessible way out for you as you are would be the door up top, which you assume would probably go to the rest of the house. Otherwise there's...
Give me a second. Hold up. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Okay. Okay, so there's essentially the one door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, there's a bunch of work tables and, like, scattered tools and the like, but in terms of escape, there's really only one way out.
Okay, yeah. Can Gaius just do a quick percepi just to like look around? Is like the door trapped or anything, or is it locked actually? Or
Yeah,
would they just be able?
you can do Persepi, though. It would probably be hard to make out from here.
Yeah. Gaius does not percepi.
Yeah, it sure is a door.
Should
Well,
Quinn give it a try?
If you want. Alright,
hey.
that is over 20, so... Yeah, it sure is a door. Let's see.
He knows his is looking towards it, and his brain's like, okay, yes, we can do this. Let us focus.
Yeah, it sure is a door. It doesn't look locked in the way that other doors have looked locked. There is a bunch of paneling and circuitry around it, though.
And voice, I played nice earlier. I'm going to start breaking shit now. Um,
You managed to see anything there?
the the door's locked a bit differently. It looks like there's circuitry.
Oh,
Hmm?
Hello?
okay, I'm back. What did I
Okay.
miss?
Mostly just talking about doors. There's really only, in terms of escape, there seems to only really be that one door up top. And Quinn noted that there's some circuitry around it, though it doesn't look locked.
He conveyed that to yeah, but
Okay. Alrighty. Um, that's all. Maybe you want to look at that funny little stuff, but yeah, Gaius is good to head on over. So he will. Does he need to like maybe roll
Yeah, you do have
a
to.
acrobatics or an acrobatics to, like get down the table safely?
Yeah, you do have to find a way to get down the table safely. You can do acrobatics if you want to like try and parkour, I guess. And
Yeah,
if you have
he's
like
gonna try and parkour.
all right, tell me how you parkour.
Uh, so remember how he has that shiny, nice needle?
Yeah.
And oh, that's not very good. Well, out of what material is this table actually? Is
The
it all metal?
the table has some metal parts, but it looks like the legs are still wood.
Okay, yeah, cause he would have like tried to do a stab into the wood and then just carefully climb down.
Yeah, you certainly managed to make it about like halfway, but the needle sort of gets wedged into the wood. So now
Rip.
you're kind of just hanging there.
Trapped. Think I might need some help down. This should at least prove a decent footstep for the rest of you, though.
Alright. What's up,
I'm
Quinn,
just
Randall?
kind of gonna hang there for the moment until everyone else does what you're gonna do.
question: could Quinn use the cape as a parachute?
Uh, You can if you get a good athletics to hold on to it.
Oh, because his athletics are so good now.
Yeah, only a +3 Bensive.
Actually, it's a +6 because he's got expertise.
Oh, nice. Better than Gaius then.
You do manage to get about halfway down, but then it slides out of your little plasticky puppet hands, and you fall on top of Gaius and the needle.
They just clatter to the floor, huh?
Yeah, it's enough to dislodge the needle, but you do both fall down into the floor with a bit of a clatter. It's short enough to have you not take fall damage, but it wasn't very epic of you.
uh, I think mostly you get an oof from Gaius as he just kind of lays there. You're on top of him.
I'm so sorry. And he just kind of like quickly climbs off.
It's alright. Yeah, he, like, dusts himself off, puts the needle back.
The cape is like still nearby at least.
Yeah, Quinn's gonna grab the cape and kind of put it on as he rolls to shores, and then he's gonna kind of pause and blink. And then he's just gonna go back to normal.
I will say as well, like, Gaius doesn't complain, that, like, doesn't complain about the cape. It's yours for now,
He
Quinn.
will return it at the end of this entire situation.
Yeah, for now, like, for now, or like, honestly, like, Gaius would note the cape and then, like, just slide it over back to Quinn. If it, like, but I guess in this case, sorry, I am a little bit multitasking at the moment, but, yeah, like, the cape is yours. Keep the comfort blanket.
Thank you.
All right, and so March, Fred, how you gonna get down?
I don't think they're back yet.
They were.
Oh,
Yeah, I think Staria had to go.
I go
So
again.
Fred, how you gonna get down?
uh, uh, jump.
You're just gonna jump?
Let's see what happens. I don't know.
Oh boy.
All right. No, acrobatics are way to break your fall.
Yeah, I'll do acrobatics. Yeah.
Do a barrel roll.
Maybe. We'll see how good the acrobatics go, maybe. Oh, look at
Okay.
that.
You
This
do
is
an
funny.
Nice.
acrobatic fucking pirouette off the work table and manage to dodge fall damage because you aim yourself to land right on top of Quinn and Gaius.
Oh.
Quinn just starts to stand up and then it's instantly flattened again.
Yeah, Gaius was the same. I'm imagining like Gaius is the same. It was at this point when he was like, "You can keep the cape for now." Quinn says his thanks, and then like Fred crashes onto them.
It's going great.
There is a quiet damn it from Gaius.
Yeah. Lego breaks SFX. Yeah.
Do you want me to roll con to see whether like one of Gaius's joints pops off?
You
I can
can
sure
if you
can be
want.
put back in.
Oh my
He
god.
Sure,
can
why
put it
not?
back in.
Yeah. 14.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He
This
manages
is
to stay
fine.
together.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
I think if we asked Quinn to roll, Quinn would have a breakdown.
Yeah, let's not.
Let's
do that to Quinn.
yeah, let's have a little bit of mercy here.
Yeah. What about you, Fred?
Wait. Wait, what am I rolling? Wait.
Do you think it would be funny to roll con to see if a limb pops off from your uh, fun little stunt, or would that cause
Yes,
too
that
much of
would
a
be fun.
crisis?
That would be fun. Hold on.
You're also
18.
fine. Everyone keeps their
That-
limbs today.
Yeah, nah, your dude's having a great time.
Can't believe you guys banned me from rolling it for Quinn. Shake my head.
If you want to.
You can, we're not stopping you.
You keep
He's
your limb
fine.
also.
Ugh.
You're kind of all
Good.
just in a little pile at the bottom now.
Mm.
I think the last one to come down is March, though I don't know if Staria's back.
Looks like she's still taken at the moment.
Mm-hmm. So we'll just let y'all bond as a pile or get out of the pile, whatever you want to do.
I like to imagine Quinn's
I'm
also
back.
limped
Sorry
again
about
from the
that.
bottom.
Hi.
I'm.
Hi, perfect timing
Hi.
actually.
Hey,
Yeah.
welcome back.
I was still on. I was still in VC. I was just walking around and muted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, inspired by the fact that they are very plasticky and very dull, March is having the quote unquote brilliant idea to take to pop off two of the two limbs that don't currently work and basically use them to like
Like that one
grab
scene from
into
Mulan.
the yeah, well, yeah, because that's funny.
You know what? I'll allow it. Roll roll athletics.
All right, I'm good at that. Well, I say that, then I'm gonna jinx it.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
You are the only
Hey.
one competent at getting down from this table, apparently. And you do a very impressive shimmy down the table with your little jury-rigged arms.
You can tell he's a stunt actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once you reach the bottom, you untangle your arms, and I guess they're just dangling until you pop them back in.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like at this point, Gaius has pushed Fred off. So he is dusting himself as he's standing up. If Quinn isn't off yet, like he'll offer a hand.
Quinn takes the hand.
As March,
He gives up.
as March gets to the ground, is just like, "Are you all okay?"
Yeah, I am. The rest of you? Like, Gaius just seems a little disgruntled that he was landed on twice, but he's doing fine.
Quinn, sorry.
It's okay, that was an accident. He doesn't really blame anyone, he's just like a little disgruntled. But oh well.
Yeah, you've all made it to the ground safely, and now you can continue your trek to go upstairs that are taller than you are.
Let's go!
This is gonna be fun for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone, if you're going straight over to the stairs, everyone roll athletics.
Cool.
Just a sec, I gotta show you guys something.
Oh,
Oh?
Very quick animation. Boom. Look at me go.
oh, look at him
Oh,
go.
yeah.
It's just having the time, it's fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
what-
having a great old time.
Athletics, right?
Yep,
yeah.
since you're climbing.
Okay, free.
Guy's not having the best
19.
time. Oh well.
Mark
Okay.
continues to be the only brain cell here.
Hey, Quinn got a 22 too.
Yeah, March and Quinn, you are both experts at scrambling up. You make it to the top exactly at the same time before everyone else. Fred is just a little bit behind you. He also didn't really have a problem with climbing up the stairs. Guys, it is taking your time, and you do not look very professional while you're going at it. It's very much
Mark is
just
just like,
this
do
little
you need
scramble.
help?
Yeah, I'd like some. You know what I'm gonna say? You know why this is the case?
Yeah.
Gaius is the shortest out of all of them.
Yeah.
I've pegged him as like 5'7", compared to everyone else who is like 6 feet or over or almost 6 feet. So
Mhm.
even as a doll, I like to think he is the shortest. So
Yeah.
he's not having the best time.
Uh,
But yeah, if someone offers help, he'll be like, yeah, please.
Quinn will offer a hand to help.
Yeah, guy is just taking it. You're getting effects.
yeah, with March and Quinn's help, you do manage to make it up to the top.
Hey.
All right. And now that you are at the top of the stairs, all that's left is to open the door, which is a lot bigger.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's a big door, isn't it?
Yeah, now that you're closer, you can see that in the ceiling there's also like a sort of little metal trap door looking thing. You assume that it's probably where mechanical hands come out of.
Uh, uh, Can guys just kind of knock on the door and, excuse me, could we please go?
uh yeah, you knock on the door and a hand does pop down out of the ceiling, and it's sort of quote unquote looking at you closely. Uh but the moment you say please, the hand does a little nod and very politely opens the door for you and gestures for you to go through.
And Mark was
Guys,
like, thank you!
yeah,
Thank you very much!
bonus, guys was not expecting that. Cause I wanna think he's still a bit winded, but like automatic. Be polite, right? In that delinquent kind of way, and he's just, oh. Okay, thanks. Gives a nod to the hand and walks on through.
And Marge is full on baby. Just like, thank you very much.
Uh,
So gently.
yeah, the solution to the story straight up was to just ask nicely.
How
Right,
how
I
nice to
forgot
know.
about that.
It's very funny. So yeah, you are all very politely gestured through the door. Uh, and as you leave, the door does shut again behind you with a gentle click. And now that you're on the other side, it does look like it only opens that one way because unless you are really, really looking closely, it just looks like another part of the wall.
Hidden basement.
Yep. But you are now back in the hallway you started at. Just
Heck yeah.
at a very, very different size.
Gaius looking at the spider shelves and stuff, just like, I'm not ready to face a giant enemy spider right now.
Yeah, so there's with your new vantage point, everything does seem much more ominous. Why don't you all roll me percepes to see if you notice anything different at this size?
Cool.
Got it, got it.
There we go. Okay.
Whoa, guys,
Alright.
this we got at least 2 people who can perceive.
Hey,
Oh boy.
Staria, you want to roll percepi for March?
That's an 8.
Oh, rip.
Oh, F. Okay. All right. So yeah, let me just. Fred, you are too distracted because holy fucking shit, there is a giant quarter near you, and it is very shiny.
Well, if he's gonna fall to the floor and realize he has nowhere to put it because he doesn't have his briefcase.
As you despair over having nowhere to store this really, really cool quarter you just found, you don't really notice much else. March, you're kind of just watching Fred go through it. This is very distracting. Is he like okay?
Yeah, it's like this, like the comical sweat drop behind Marge, just like, should I do something? Like, sort of deal.
Yeah, you're kind of just forced to play witness to this. Like as you awkwardly look around to see if there's something you can like do or use as a distraction, you do of course notice the basic like, yeah, this is the same place you were before. There's still ye old entrance hall, living room, and kitchen and stairs.
Or still knocking at the door.
Uh, it does actually seem like the boars have given up by now. You think someone has either wrangled the boars, that, or they are now stalking the house. Hopefully it's the former.
God.
Oh boy.
They are now loose upon the world.
Uh,
There are boars loose in the neighborhood.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about the little boars. Yeah, so there is you can see all that. It definitely seems that the outside is boar free as far as you can tell right now, but you don't get much else because you're just quickly glancing around before you're forced to watch Fred go at it again.
He's watching Fred go for the 50 stages of grief and then invent 50 more.
Yeah. And yeah, so Gaius and Quinn, you are thankfully enough distance away to not be affected by the thrall of watching someone just absolutely lose their shit in a public setting. So you can actually focus on, getting a good look at things. The lights that were on earlier are off now. It seems it seems to be storming outside. You can see flashes of lightning and such. You can tell that there. Let's see. You actually also can see that as you look around, up at the top of the stairs. It was hard to notice before because no one was really looking for it, and also because it's not at a height that most people would look at, especially if they are very tall. But you can see at the door upstairs, there's actually a small opening that's around your current eye height that seems to be about the size and shape to fit a dinner tray. You can see that there's a little scanner next to it, and an electronic screen that is glowing in the darkness that just says fried chicken.
Oh my goodness.
And that's
Okay.
what you get.
Cool.
You can also tell that you're small enough to squeeze through the dinner tray opening as you are now.
Okay. Cool. He is going to note that to the others. They are fried chicken size, huh?
But yeah.
Chicken nugget.
Chicken nugget.
There's also the living room
Okay.
where your bodies last were, and the kitchen. So, finger guns.
Mark will try going to the living room to see if there's any clues and shit for finding where their bodies are now.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Gaius is gonna follow him.
All right. Anyone else gonna follow Gaius and March?
Yes, we're not
Fred
splitting the
will.
party.
Fred will. He needs to find his briefcase. He doesn't care if he's not not even half the size of it, the size of a quarter to it. He doesn't care. He will lug it around if he finds it.
Fred's emotional
Help!
support
Tiny
corner.
head, stop trying to get into my food!
Yeah, alright. So, roll me some investigation. Since you are
That is
technically...
a grand old -1. Give me a second, I'm using one hand to pet my child, who won't stop screaming at me.
That's an F.
What are we rolling again?
Investigation.
Oh wait, it's investigation. Oh shoot, that was perception. Hold on. Ignore
Oh my
it.
god.
Ignore.
Alright.
Hold on.
One of these is not like the others.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. 24.
Okay.
Hey!
Hey!
Hey.
Yeah, Gaius and March, you don't really know how to investigate a scene. You are very, very small and you have no money, so you can imagine the stress that you're under.
Yeah, he was
That's
he was in a
exactly
crime
it.
scene once, and Tiny, stop! and sorry, she's climbing on me now. And he wasn't even the investigator there.
You don't even know how to play an investigator.
Yeah, he's not Lynn. He's hi, yes. Stop climbing on me. Sorry. I have a tiny ferocious kitten trying to bite my head. And then get her claws. Yeah, she is very loud. Yes, I know.
Feral.
I can't believe Camille's right there.
I know.
You know the
Like-
aforementioned flashlight that meows?
Yes,
Something fell on top of the button, so it's just meowing like a storm.
exactly. I want to say, like, okay, sure, Gaius has some experience looking over things, but it's not the skill he's the best at.
Yeah.
And also, he just came across another, like, spider furniture, so he's just kind of getting a flashback to that, and oh, I don't want to have to fight one of these when I'm this small.
Yeah, the spider furniture is even more intimidating at this size.
Yeah. Little bit harder, little bit like harder to stop at this point. So there's just this moment as he's looking at it and it's just standing there menacingly.
Lightning flashes and lights it up.
Exactly. Like that's how Gaius is doing right now.
Alright. And Fred, you are powering through this with sheer determination. Quinn, this is literally your fucking job. You better be good at this. um
I love the complete shift in tone there. Like, Quinn, you have one job. You better at least be decent at it.
Alright. But yeah, so you can tell at this size that like there is a pretty thick layer of dust in this room. And even though things were moved out of the center of it just recently, there's still enough for you to sort of look at the patterns of the disturbed dust and figure out what happened. Uh, you can see uh, that you can make out a faint imprint in the dust of where everyone's bodies were. It looks like they sort of fell over and passed out. Uh, for those of you that have blood, there's a little tiny pinprick of blood around where the neck is um, at the bottom, at the imprint. Uh, but weirdly enough, it looks like after a moment they stood up and there's large footprints that lead away from their bodies. Yes, Fred was in the Family Guy death pose. As if they got up and walked away all on their own. Though you know that you weren't doing that.
Quinn kind of just cracks his knuckles because he got this.
Yeah. You can also see that as you look around, especially in the darker, smaller tunnels of the organized clutter, there's a bunch of small footprints that match your own current footprints. But yeah, so I hand you all that.
So I can tell that Quinn is based off a character from Detective Conan because all he handed me was, I need to taste the blood to make sure it is blood.
You don't even
which
have.
is
Your
I'm
mouth
not
is
sure.
fake.
I want to, like, Gaius is a tune. That's going to be ink from him. I'm not sure you want to put that in your, well,
It's also probably it's small enough that it has dried by now.
Okay. Because Quinn really just did hand me that. Oh,
Hi, yes, I'm back. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
welcome back. We're convincing Quinn to not be a menace to society.
It's the blood is dried. You can't taste it.
Yeah.
I guess
don't-
so.
Please don't lick the blood and ink on the floor. You don't know what else has been on that
You
floor.
also, as you try to stick out your tongue, realize that you don't actually really have a tongue. At least
Don't give
not
him
in-
another crisis.
Quinn just kind of freezes, puts that in the box, takes it, doesn't take a deep breath, just kind of stands there for a second, and then he turns and goes, okay, so. And he relays all the information that has been given, and it's very concise as he starts to pace while talking, and he's got his like little hands on his chin, and he's just very focused now.
Yeah, you.
Okay.
It looks like
Now
your
everyone
body's
knows
kind of.
about the situation, even the ones who are caught by the coin.
Yep. Your body's kind of walked away all on their own. Ain't that fun?
I think our best option would be to follow the footprints. Wherever the bodies lead is wherever we are.
Yeah.
And
Might
we all
have
know
to do with the mechanics of these little dolls we're in. You all felt that pinprick before we fell unconscious, right?
he nods. What would
So,
I have to roll for Quinn to connect the dots about their needles?
Um, in intelligence.
could I have Gaius roll intelligence as well?
Yee.
Hey, 19.
Much better than one of
Oh.
than Quinn.
Yeah, Quinn, you are a bit too focused in getting the past narrative together. Cause, when Gaia said that, you immediately started thinking about, oh yeah, there was a bunch of tiny footprints. So it looks like they got us with the needle before, and you were thinking about that. But Gaius, you were thinking about that after, and you're like, you realize that, especially with Quinn mumbling as he thinks to himself, that, hey, uh, hey, if it works one way, why won't it work the other way?
Yeah, so he is actually going to say that out loud for all the others. Seems we have our way back to being ourselves. We just need to find our bodies.
He kind of sits up, like stands up straighter. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Quinn is just marching in the direction of the footprints. He has an escape route now. He is going for it.
I love
One
him.
moment. Let's just do it stealthily. Yeah, we don't know what's waiting for us.
Roll stealth and also survival to see how good you are at tracking the footprints.
Joey,
Oh
survival.
boy.
Yes, survival.
Fred is very good at survival. He definitely doesn't have a negative one in it. No, no.
Stealth is +5. Goddamn, March.
Yo.
March is fucking gone. And survival, I think it's a -1. Yep. It sure is. Yep. Oh, not that bad.
Mhm.
Ugh.
Gaius.
Kevin,
16 and only 16.
All right.
Okay, and
I think, yeah, you're putting that all together. You're pretty all right at the stealth, I think.
oh, Gaius.
Except for
Uh-oh.
Gaius. That's okay. I usually take
Trips.
average of take averages.
You're lucky this time, guys.
Yeah.
So, you all rolled good enough on the survival that yeah, you can track the footprints. It looks like they lead all the way up to the door at the top of the stairs.
Huh. Gaius is wondering if they'll need to ask politely again.
Gonna
Right.
go ask. Gonna go knock and say, "Hi, it's me again. Can I please enter?"
There is no response. the the text that says fried chicken simply flashes at you.
Well, Gaius did mention that to all the others. So I feel like after a beat, if no one else goes, Gaius will try going through.
The little um the little
Fried chicken.
yeah, that opening is sealed shut, it looks like. Fried chicken flashes at you even more adamantly.
Aw. Maybe we need to bring actual fried chicken over.
Maybe we need to disguise ourselves as fried chicken?
I
Yes,
guess
March
we...
actually says that.
I need you to understand when March says that, Quinn just turns and looks at him. You don't need an insight on this. I'm not gonna roll deception. There is the quiet, silent, internal why.
And March just shrugs. I had weirder.
You need to tell me sometime. Not now, but later. Anyways, we'll need at least a plate and maybe... So I guess we'll need to go to the kitchen.
Alright.
And what about that quarter that Fred was dragging around? You know.
Does Fred hold up the quarter to the
Yeah.
door?
No, he could have used it as a plate for the fried chicken. Go to the kitchen.
uh well, we'll just keep that quarter in our pocket, buddy. Okay, so rolling with your earlier stealth rolls. Let's see. You roll me a perception as you enter the kitchen.
Wait,
Okay.
wrong chat.
Whoops.
Persephone time.
Oh no!
Damn, March, go burr.
Ooh, Gaius also go burr.
Fred goes burr, but in a different way.
Oh.
uh,
That's a 0.
Yeah.
Fred, you dropped your quarter. The worst has come to pass. You're even worse. You dropped it in the way where it like spins around before it finally comes to a stop. So you're very busy with that right now. Okay. Quinn, you do get a bit of the kitchen. You can, as you enter, you do see that it is a messy kitchen that looks like it was modern in the 1950s. Yet also at the same time, it looks like big metal clunky sci-fi has started to intrude on it. So like half of it is very, very outdated and half of it is very much futuristic. The microwave has a really weird radioactive green glow to it. Uh so don't worry about that one. Uh
Hmm.
and you'd see that this place is kind of a dump. There's a bunch of messy dishes everywhere. Uh you there's plates of food that was also left out here. It looks like no one's taken out the trash in a long, long time. Uh, just it is a bit of a dump. There is a door that should lead to the outside, but it is too busy being blocked by a mountain of trash and various metal appliances that have seemed to be in various states of being blown up.
I am
Uh,
going to reference some. Oh wait, you go.
After that, though, you are a little bit distracted by watching Fred chase a quarter. As for March and Gaius, you'd see all of that also. You also see that on the counter there is a dinner tray that is, unlike everything else in the kitchen, pristine. Uh, you can tell that it's sort of half set. There's a glass full of poisonous green liquid that may or may not be Mountain Dew, but you're not keen on seeing if it is. Uh, you also hear a sort of scuttling noise and movement in the shadows.
Gaius is gonna very casually draw his needle and point everyone else's attention to that moving.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
one last
March has
thing you
not
can
put
see.
his needle down, by the way.
Mhm.
He is very much alert.
Yeah. Okay, one last thing you can see. Uh, Quinn sees this as well. I forgot to mention it earlier. The kitchen
Oh.
is sort of half flooded, and the sink is broken in such a way that it is currently sputtering out water.
Can
Ah.
can I make a joke in these trying times?
Yes.
Can I go? In reference to a conversation that happened in the AA server a good while ago, Quinn kind of looks at all this and goes, "I guess they don't have a maid here." I'm
Uh,
sorry. The
oh my
joke
god.
came to me while we were talking, and I was like, I'm not strong enough to not make it.
Oh, Quinn.
Yeah, guys just kind of deadpans. Yeah, they should really fix that, I think.
A solemn nod from Quinn.
Mhm. Yeah, you'll hear a scuttering noise and a very eerie mechanical cluck. uh,
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
and out of the shadows steps out what appears to be an entirely robotic mechanical chicken.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
it.
What?
I guess we have our roast chicken.
Yeah.
The chicken uh definitely has seen better days. It looks just a little bit crushed. Like half of its face is a little bit flat. Uh, there's also a few loose wires coming out of the chicken that are sparking, and one of its feet is sort of missing all of its toes, so it's a bit like a chicken peg leg that is also sparking. So
Huh.
the chicken steps out and glares at all of you, and as it gives you a very angry begawk, you can see that, oh, there sure does seem to be there sure does seem to be a warm, embery glow at the back of its throat. So,
Oh boy, here we go
Of
again.
course.
so why don't you roll some? Why don't you roll initiative at least to figure out the turn order of this?
Oh
This is-
boy.
Me realizing that I don't have my normal initiative and getting angry all over again.
Okay.
Yo,
Plus-
20. I guess that fits, considering he was one of the folks to first sent
Damn.
the murder chicken. Oh, rip March.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Plague and Staria, roll a d20.
Okay.
Just a flat d20.
3. 1.
Okay,
One.
so and let me roll my initiative. Okay, that is hilarious.
Oh.
Okay, so the order is Gaius, then Fred, then March, then Quinn,
I knew it! I
Then-
knew the moment you said hilarious. It was the lowest
Chicken.
one. I
Okay,
knew the moment you said that.
so to set the stage for you, you are all on the ground. The chicken is about 15 feet in front of you, and 10 feet behind the chicken is a puddle of water, and 5 feet into the puddle of water is the counter that has the sputtering sink.
Huh.
And there is about 30 feet to the left and right of you.
And Gaius is giving me the thought, like, okay, this chicken is clearly mechanical, right? We see it sparking. Would Gaius try shoving the chicken into the water? Would that do anything useful?
You can try. You'd roll athletics. You'd have to approach and roll
Yeah.
athletics to give it a shove.
Will do. Come on, Gaius.
Okay.
21!
Hell yeah. Let me just see the rules for shove in combat.
Mhm. Like, Gaius will try to shove chicken back as far as he can. You just kind of see him pull out his needle and, like, essentially use it to whack the chicken back.
Bap, 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 bap.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'd have to get a literal nat 20 to contest that. Nope. The chicken
Hey.
is pushed back 5 feet. And it gives you a very angry squawk.
Hee-hoo.
So, next is Fred. What you gonna do?
Sneak over to Gonna sneak over to the sink.
You can. Yeah, you can do it. You'd have to roll. You'd have to roll athletics to climb up to the sink.
All right. Well, first I'm gonna roll stealth, then athletics.
The chicken does not see you.
23, 15.
Alright, yeah, that's enough to get up to the sink. You are now above the flooded sink.
Flubber.
Guess I'm gonna roll investigation to see what the heck is going on with the sink. Sure. 6.
Alright.
What do you think?
You can see that the sink has suffered blunt force trauma, which has fucked up the spout supremely. And the water is still running, so it's kind of just making a mess everywhere.
Hmm. Oh crap! Neither me or Fred knows anything about plumbing.
Fair. You continue to look at the sink, and anything else you want to do in your turn?
No, I'll just.
Alright. You continue to look at the sink, and March, your turn.
How are things going?
The chicken is about the chicken was shoved closer to the puddle by Gaius. Fred is currently trying to figure out plumbing.
I'm gonna shove the chicken toward the puddle as well.
Alright, give it a go.
Athletics.
Yep.
Yeehaw.
The chicken
Eh,
cannot beat that. The chicken does tumble backwards even more with another angry screech, and it is teetering very, very close to the puddle. And that leaves us with Quinn.
I wonder what Quinn's gonna do. Let's shove the chicken in the puddle.
Hey.
Alright, I can actually contest this. Oh, of course it wanted to be mean.
Doesn't let him, does it?
Well, let's still see what the chicken gets.
I knew it!
Wow.
This really is bully my boy.
Yeah, the chicken manages to recover its balance the moment you try to shove it, and you kind of knock into it. It sort of fights back and manages to dodge. And then it looks at you very, very pissed. And
Glares back at it.
you are all in a very, very nice line right now.
Except for Fred.
Except for Fred, who is figuring out plumbing. So, why don't you all make me a dex save?
Oh boy.
Fletch voice, perfect. They all lined up just perfect for this.
Yeehaw. I'm so
Oh.
good at this.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Okay.
No, it makes sense though. Gaius is probably right in front of the chicken.
Yeah, so Quinn, you managed to duck underneath the chicken as it charges up what is very obviously a flamethrower. You don't know why this person is so obsessed with giving everything flame breath. Uh, March and Gaius, you're not as lucky. Thankfully, those first two were very low rolls. Cool. You both take 7 fire damage because it kind of it kind of does an awkward little shudder and freezes up before it uh, lets out its fire breath. So it really doesn't do much to you.
Oh, thank goodness.
But yeah, and now Gaius, back to you. The chicken was pissed enough to lob some flames in your face. What you do?
He's gonna try and bunk it back into the water. Let's try this again. It's a
Okay.
16.
Come on, dice. Be nice. God damn it.
Oh boy.
Actually, wait. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, meets it beats it.
Oh, F.
You
Like,
give it a very good bonk on the head,
yeah.
and it looks very, very mad, but it is clinging to the ground with its one good foot.
Fair, fair. There's just this. There's like just a stalemate going on right now.
Yeah, it's just digging its little metallic chicken talons into the fucking what did they use in the 50s? Linoleum floor, I guess. Just really
Yeah.
scraping it up. But Fred,
Mhm.
your turn.
Okay, so Fred has caught up with the idea of what if he redirected the water that is currently kind of the sink and make it go towards the chicken.
All right. You gonna use your
What?
quarter for this?
Didn't he drop his quarter?
You probably retrieved it after it rolled around for a while.
Okay, now the question is, how is he going to use his quarter for this?
Sort of just like how you can redirect water by like placing your hands at an angle. Except you have very tiny hands, so you have to use a quarter.
All right, should I roll anything for that?
Yep, roll a sleight of hand.
Okay, 5. Come on, Fred, you can do it.
Okay.
Oh,
That is a dirty 20. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So you heroically make the decision to use your shiny brand new quarter to solve this puzzle, and you shove it into the spout of water. And it goes from shooting straight up into shooting in an arc, and the spray comes down right on top of the chicken, and it gets into the
yes!
circuitry. And the chicken
Heck yeah.
starts to spark, and the chicken starts to spark and twitch erratically before one exceptionally big twitch makes it fall back into the water. And everyone make another dex to get out of the zone of all this electricity and water.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh.
2. Oh no. Here we go. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah. Thankfully, you were probably safe being at such a distance, Fred.
Okay.
But yeah, Quinn, you know when something's about to blow. You know how dangerous water and electricity is. So you probably do a very acrobatic backflip out of danger or whatever you do. Uh Gaius and March, you're not so lucky. You don't manage to pick it up as quickly as Quinn does. So you
I
do. Thankfully, plastic isn't very conducive to electricity, so you kind of just get a little zappy and take 1 damage exactly. But the chicken goes up in a bunch of electricity, and there's a bright flash of light, and when you can see again, it very much is a fried chicken. It is a fucking blackened husk of robot chicken. So congratulations, you're now out of initiative.
I I want to imagine as well, like Gaius was keeping the chicken in a place with that 16 and 16, so it blew up in his face.
Yeah, you very tunishly have like a sooty outline on your face.
Oh yeah. Moment as like the tune is you shake your head and then
Yeah.
the shit is cleared. That happens.
Hell yeah. But yeah, you've successfully brutally fried a chicken. Thankfully, it wasn't. It's just a robot. It definitely didn't seem very alive.
I guess we can use this as the fried chicken. There is a plate up there, right?
Fred, since you're on top of the counter, you can in fact see that there's a plate. It beckons for the chicken.
Fred takes the plate, and for a split second, he thinks of throwing it, but then he's like, "Yeah, no, wait, I shouldn't." I shouldn't. So he just brings the plate down.
Thumbs up.
Alright.
I think it's fair to say the team just shuffles the chicken onto the plate.
Just
Yeah.
pokes the smoking husk of robot onto the plate.
Yeah.
Congratulations! You've done it. Quinn,
Fried chicken and obtained.
how you all doing? How you all feeling about this accomplishment?
March is getting the chicken onto the plate.
March was just another Saturday.
I mean, this is not the first time he some weird fuck transformation happened to him. He already turned into a fish. This might as well happen.
Yeah.
I do a cute little pose.
But alright. Yeah, so you all rather uneventfully carry the fried husk of chicken back up to the door, and let's see. You present the chicken, and the scanner activates and starts scanning over the chicken before there's a little ding, and the little opening is unsealed and slides open for you.
Da, 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 da. You guys
We've granted the chicken.
yeah, like Gaius just gives everyone a look and well, he's gonna go on in.
Alright. Roll acrobatics to squeeze on through. Just for funsies. Just to see if you're
Just for funsies, huh?
yeah.
Let's see how well we can do this.
What do we need to roll?
Acrobatics since you're squeezing through.
Acrobatics.
That's
Alright.
20,
Mhm.
You know what? This makes sense. Because he is the
Nice.
smallest out of all of them.
I got a 10.
That's that jinxing me. Oh, never mind.
Alright. You all pretty easily squeeze on through the opening. Guys, you are doing amazing. You do it very elegantly while holding this plate of chicken. And then after you comes Fred, who sort of just not badly, but kind of just slides through a bit like a snake and then flops down. And then now that you're all in, the opening shuts and seals, and you're now on the second floor.
Yay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Persepi.
All right. Do you
Yes.
Giuseppes?
Let us
Yeah.
find
Was gonna
the rest
say, what do we
the trash.
see?
A 19?
Heyo, that's a
Hey.
23.
That's a 12.
Yeah, guys, you're a bit distracted since you're holding the chicken. A mechanical hand descends down from the ceiling, grabs the chicken, retreats into the ceiling, and then the door, little hatch, shuts very, very firmly. The hand was really excited for that chicken.
I see.
Yeah, the rest of you Quinn, since you're specifically looking for the tracks, you can see more of those footprints left behind by your bodies as they go through this hallway that is absolutely stuffed to the brim with more Franken furniture and various boxes full of more scrap and junk and knickknacks that seem to have blocked off the other rooms up here. Uh, and you can see that the footprints sort of wind through all this clutter and then they stop. And if you look up, you can see that there's one of those little doors in the ceilings that has a cord hanging down from it.
Attic!
Attic, yeah. And
Ah.
the rest of you see that. You also see actually there's not really that much to see. You also see that it's a lot more quote unquote alive up here. You can hear a bunch of mechanical whirring and gears turning behind the walls. And oh, Marcy, you unmuted. All right.
Oops.
Rip.
But yeah,
We
so
had for a brief moment a surprise
you can
extra
hear
member.
yeah, you can hear a phone go off in one of the boxes and and down descends another mechanical hand that reaches into the box, roots around in it, picks up the phone, and then retreats back into the ceiling.
It
And
has to it has to answer the phone. It's very important.
you can
Yeah.
also see other mechanical hands doing this and just grabbing more items that and all just go back and retreat into the ceiling, taking them somewhere. Uh, Fred, because you got a nat 20, you do notice that there is a similarity in all the objects that were grabbed. It looks like they seem to be focusing specifically on technological scraps and the like, half-finished projects and other such like scrap junk and tools and the like. They're being very particular in what they grab. Uh, but also, I think now might be a good place to leave it. Uh, unless you all want to try and speed through this section in 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
leave it for another day
You-
because I am
yeah.
nearing my bedtime and I need to go get ready for tomorrow.
We can continue this another time.
So
Yep.
we
Yep.
leave you all in this strange hallway with whirring machines and strange hands that really seem to want something here. But yeah,
Oh boy.
All
So-
right.
thank you all for playing. I hope that you had fun.
Oh, absolutely.
I
This
had
has
so
been a
much
This
fun.
blast.
was,
Yeah.
this was a great time. Sorry for disappearing so often.
Oh
You're all
no,
good.
I understand. I have a little puppy
Yeah.
who likes to cause trouble. Uh,
Yeah, still new to all this.
mhm.
Told you.
But yeah, no worries. But yeah, I hope you had fun. I know that I certainly did, watching you all cause chaos and coming up with solutions. And I hope that you in the audience, both now and the future, also had a good time. But we'll be back
Yay.
for a part 2 later. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.